Hey there, YouTube. So, today we are going to be trying something new. This is a pretty standard Legacy High Tide deck list, which we got from the Epic Storm, and it's a deck I've wanted to try out for a long time. It's kind of standard playing with yourself combo deck, which, yeah, I guess for the people who don't know, functions mostly off of this card, High Tide, which makes islands tap for extra mana. The game plan: get enough islands into play with a sapphire medallion, and then you can basically use Snap, Cloud of Faeries, and Spellseeker to play a bunch of spells, generate a bunch of mana, and yeah, generate storm count for your Mind's Desires, or enough mana to basically cast Jace, Welder of Mysteries, and Brain Freeze yourself for instant win. And yeah, seems like a fun deck. We're going to be figuring it out together, because this is the first time I've goldfished it a few times, but just to kind of get a feeling for some of the different interactions. But this will be my first time playing a league with it, so that's going to be fun. Let's see how it goes. There might be some learning along the way, but we'll be doing that together. All right. Let's get that up here. Okay. And this is also going to be the first time I'm going to try editing these things to remove the silence. So there might be some weird jumps and edits, but we'll see. Hopefully that won't be too jarring, and we'll get rid of some of the boring silent points. Okay, we get to start. Let's do that. So, 3 Ponders. I think this does enough searching that we can really sculpt like the perfect hand we're looking for. So we have the High Tide. We have one of these land on tappers. I think the important thing will be here to hit our land drops and try and get out a Cloud of Faeries or something like that. So let's give this one a try. Might be greedy, but also we don't want to mulligan too much with this deck, because I think we really want to, yeah, we really rely on a certain amount of cards in hand to function. All right, we're getting an island and ponder. Let's see what we get. All right, this is good. I think we kind of want all of these. Yeah, so let's do the Force of Will on top. And if we need to, we can Force of Will throwing away a ponder. I think, yeah, and the question is, are we gonna keep the extra High Tide or look for an untapper? All right, so we, let's see what our opponent's playing. Seems Delverish. I think we want to keep our Force of Will for their answers. And we have to remember they're playing Days. Yeah, all right. Let's ponder again. So we know the top one's High Tide. Ooh. So we don't need the second Mind's Desire. This does count as a land drop, so I think we want that. Bottom. Next. Top. No. All right. So in our next turn, we can shuffle. And so what we're hoping for is that our opponent won't put on too much pressure against us. That'll give us a little bit of time to set up. So our opponent is taking some time to think here. All right, so he's fetching. So he seems to be just blue-red, so no Bowmasters. Just hitting for 1. Okay, that's good for us. All right, so next card up is the Lorien Revealed. All right, and we go to our turn. So we drew the Lorien Revealed. I think we can just cycle it. We might get stifled, but let's see if our opponent feels like doing that. No, so no stifle yet. Let's see if they want to stifle this one. Also no stifle. And let's ponder. So we want cloud of faeries. Oh, geez. So I don't think we want any of these. We're going to shuffle. All right. So we found our cloud of faeries, but we really need a cost reduce. I mean, so we don't necessarily need one, but it would be quite helpful. I guess the high tides would help us out, but... All right. So they're just burning their... That's good. Because... all right. Yeah, I think if they knew what kind of deck list we were playing, they might keep those for the Cloud of Faeries. Oh, wow. They're going super aggressive. Yeah, Wasteland's not going to do anything there. Okay, so we might not have a whole lot of time left for this. A land would be great. So how does this work? So if we tap a single blue, then that one makes 2. Tap a blue, then we would have 4 mana to work with. I think we got to go for this. So they could have a daze, they could have a force of will. So they're forcing this. I think we can force back. What do we want to get rid of here? I think we're gonna remove the Spell Seeker. All right, so that resolves. So this is an interesting one. I think in this case, so I'm thinking if we play the High Tide now, if that makes a difference. Not really. It's a good play, though. That taps for 2. Cloud of Faeries. Let's just yield to that. All right, untap 1, 2. Play another High Tide. Bounce that to hand. Untap 1, 2. Tap that again. Cast. 1, 2. All right. So this is our first Mind's Desire. Let's see how good this gets. Okay, that's a good start. Also pretty nice. So we get to play all these for free. Brainstorm is very nice. Okay. So we have a land drop that we can cast for free. Oh, this is nice. So what we can do here, put the Mystic Sanctuary on top. All right, and I think we want to go for another Mind's Desire. So let's High Tide. Do another High Tide. Tap that. Yes, we want to use that. So well, that's not really, yeah, that is actually, we need to float a mana, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to bounce this to hand so that we have an extra thing to possibly float for the Brainstorm. Because there's a chance we want 2 cards from the top. I think we'll go for both Mind's Desires here. Yeah, sure, let's just bounce that. So eventually we'll empty our deck. Can we? Okay, we have to resolve these one by one. If we had a Brainstorm, we could actually shuffle some stuff back. Actually, we don't need to. All right, so we are very close to just winning here. Sure. Let's just build up some Storm. So we can then cast the Jace. And then we will Brain Freeze ourselves for a bajillion. Yeah, there we go. All right. We won game 1. Post board's usually a bit harder. So I'm thinking we probably want something like some combination of these Pack Negation and Flusterstorms. Cloud of Faeries are a little dicey. They are kind of how we build up our storm, though, so I'm thinking it might not be a good thing to remove them completely. The snaps might be a bit greedy. I think we'll get rid of the snaps. And maybe just the Flusterstorms? Yeah, I think we'll try this out, see how it does. What do we think of this hand? We are missing mana. I have a lot of other nice things in it, though. Risky. I don't know how much we can actually mulligan with this deck. Well, we have a lot of protection. No, let's mulligan. That seems better, I think. So again, we're on the defense. Well, I mean, we're building up. That's what this deck does. So, we have land. I think hitting your land drops is one of the most important things with this deck. Yeah, let's not let our brainstorm get dazed. All right, natural flip to a daze. Brainstorm, okay. Oh, he's definitely boarded in Pyroblast, by the way. That's something good to keep in mind. Oh, our window is a little off-center. Yeah, we're doing this on Linux, and it's got some issues, but we're making it work. All right, so we are into turn 2. Let's test out a brainstorm. Hey, it resolves. Ooh, Pyroblast is nice. Is there anything we want to shuffle away? I think we want to keep that. Well, one of those would be good to pitch to a Force of Will. This will be our next land drop. Okay. No rush. You know, let's keep our cool. They are putting down a little bit more pressure than they were last time. Counterbalance. Well, let's get rid of that. Fight back. You know you want to. Okay. Yeah, because counterbalance can totally shut down a combo turn. You know, if it's on 2 or something, it's a problem. Yeah, I think we want to wait here. We are getting low, though, and we have to... I guess they'll probably keeping in some of their burn spells. Okay. So they definitely have days. We saw that. So we do need to be careful with that. I think we still have a land drop for this turn. Let's just, you know, play that. Yeah, let's, well, I don't want to get hit by a wasteland, even though they're not doing too much. I think we, can't risk them sandbagging a wasteland. How bad is this? Not bad enough. 2 lands, sure. They're out of the screw. I think we only have 1 more turn. I mean, we could chump with a fairy, possibly. I think we might need to. Okay. What's the plan here? So if we get a... I think we need a high tide. Not gonna be of any help this turn, but maybe next. And again, they got the days. If that flips, we're just screwed. So let's just hope it doesn't. And of course they have lightning bolt, we're dead too. I think this one's just okay, it doesn't flip. There's a chance. Yeah, they got the bolt. Let's just have them show us. What are they surgicaling? Brainstorm. Okay, sure. They should have waited until we targeted something. That was a little early. Maybe they have another one? Maybe this is just scouting things out? Huh. All right, he's done. So let's continue with our previous plan. Force is probably decent. So this is the big turn. That's the fun thing about these kinds of decks is it's a lot of build up, and then you go nuts. Let's yield to that. We need this to resolve. Cloud of Fairies. So if we Flusterstorm now, they would have to pay 1, 2, 3, which they have. So we'll have to force it, and I think... Oh, we can't force. Shit. Yeah, so they just have it. Ah, bummer. We had to fetch. Ah, they had just the right amount of damage. So we played out that Cloud of Faeries a turn earlier. That might have helped. I think the snaps... I think we still need the snaps. I think it might have been a mistake to remove those, because it really slowed things down. Let's remove Echoing Truth. Maybe go down a bit on the Fluster Storms. I mean, yeah. Pact might be nice. Let's try Pact to Negation in this one. Because that was a case where Fluster Storm was kind of useless, unfortunately. But we get to start now. All right, so we have turn 2 Sapphire Medallion. We have Ponder. I like it. So I think we're going to play around Days here, although they're on the draw, so maybe they're not playing Days. Let's just go with the Ponder. See what we got cooking here. These are all good cards. We want to play Sapphire Medallion next turn. We already have a Force. So let's do like this. All right. Urza's Bauble. What do they see? Lorien revealed. Okay. Ooh, no one drop. Nice. Feel like that means they have a handful of permission. They mulligan down one. I like all the cards I have in my hand, so I think we're going to save this Brainstorm for later. Let's fetch now, when it's safe. End of turn Brainstorm, okay. So let's hope they have a shitty hand, and they kept it just because it had a Surgical Extraction or something. Let's go Island Cycling. Just for a plain island. We're hitting our land drops, which is what we want to do. Ooh, Pact. Let's try a Sapphire Medallion. I think they're going to want to fight over this. Ooh, wow. Okay. That's nice. They're seeking the beast. This might be a good time to brainstorm. High Tide, very nice. I think we want both lands. So bottom, one after that. Just in case they play some kind of... All right. So Surgical, they can hit some not very interesting things. Oh, they can shuffle our deck. I should have thought of that. Of course, Surgical can shuffle. All right. So they know we have Lorien. Well, we already got rid of Lorien. So what are they seeing now? Island. All right. Useless information. All right. So they're Surgicaling our Brainstorm. Yeah, so that's gonna shuffle. Thinking how irritating we think this is. It's fine. They have no pressure happening right now, so I think we can play it a bit slower. They're gonna see our hand full of scary. Hopefully that won't cause too many issues. Oh, petty theft. I don't like that. Yeah, that's problematic. Sure. Let's let them they'll have to spend some cardboard countering it on the way down. Okay. That was just a tempo petty theft. All right, playing it slow. I guess they're trying to pull out counters, maybe. All right, their first threat. No Delirium yet, though. But they only need a single card type. Yeah, now they got it. But that's kind of nice because we now have a target for Snap. But we will have to think whether we want to try and go off next turn or not. To be honest, if they're tapping out, I think that means it's go time. Although, it's really not that big. Let's see what we draw. Another Force of Will. Okay. That's kind of nice. Go for another basic. So Snap generates us a mana. We have 5. Time spell only costs 5. So we could... Yeah, let's... Oh, I'm an idiot. We could have generated a mana there. We did not. We are not very smart. So now if they daze... Well, I mean, okay, if they daze, we force of will. And we force back. And of course, they have a daze. Oh, another force. This is risky. I think we're going to go for it, though. Because what the hell? So if they daze this, then, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they have a fresh grip, which is a little scary. Let's pull out any, yeah, so there's a force. Adding to the storm count. So this costs 2. Let's see, because if we look up the snap, this costs us 2. Yeah, it's not quite enough to net us actual mana. Storm count is pretty... we're just 1 off either of these. I don't know. Let's try. I think we're pretty much bust. But we're not dead next turn. I mean, we're acting like it's the end of the world, but we can pay for the pact. I think what we can just do is get a high tide and try and go again next turn. Because if we do the snap, costs us 1, nets us 2. Yeah, we're... So let's see what they do. Oh, we messed that up. We could have had an extra mana floating, and just because we forgot to float that mana before we... Anyways. Counterbalance could be bad, but we don't have anything for it right now, so we're just going to have to let it resolve. I don't think we have any echoing truths in here. Nah, we took it out. So they burned a lot of their counters. Let's definitely pay for that. Another Mind's Desire. Let's fetch in their upkeep. Although, do we need to fetch? No, there's a chance we'll grab a Brainstorm. Because these 6 mana spells, we have a few too many of. Ooh. So they can do some crazy counterbalance shenanigans with the Dragon Rage Channelers. No, they took out the Brainstorms. Well, let's see if High Tide resolves. They have Brainstorm. Oh, they have Brainstorm. Okay. To be honest, probably fine. Let's pact it. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird fight. Pretty sure we can go off this turn. I feel like they might have kept something different on top. They revealed anything? They chose not to reveal. That's nice. Sure. It's not a 1. Interesting. So it's not a 0, it's not a 1, it's not a 2. Let's start with the Mind's Desire. It's not going to be 6. Pretty sure of that. So 1 was clear. Okay, we got to play against the clock, by the way. Cancel. Bounce that one. Wasn't a 2. Oh man, these triggers are a little irritating. Because I think we got it, but the clock's just the main thing here. Yes. All right. Oh god, we forgot to untap. Well, fuck me. Is it a 3? I think it is a 3. No. Mysterious. I think we have to go for a snap now because we messed this up. What are they waiting for? They're just trying to mess us up on this. 1, 2. Yes, please. All right, so let's float that again. Yeah. We want to do that. Yes, please. So no more snaps. We'll go for the High Tide. Play that. Mm-hmm. Let's ponder. All right. That's good. Do we have... We have a land drop. Nice. Sure. Uh-huh. High tide. Yeah. Yes, please. How much mana do we have here? Decent amount. So we have a free time spiral in the bank. So that costs 3 less. That costs 3. All right. 1. Okay, I think we're going to be okay on time. All right, what are we getting here? A brain freeze and we're good. High tide. I mean, to be honest, I think... So let's high tide. So also what we don't want to do, time spiral will shuffle their library for the counterbalance, and I think that might work against us. Cast. Perfect. Don't shuffle. On ourself. Yeah. Okay, I think we got there. Same targets. Oh, there's so many clicks. All right. Yep. Yep. I would so like to be able to just resolve all of these. All right, the stack is clear. So all we have to do now is draw a card. And do we get it? Yeah. All right. First match was pretty exciting, but we got there. So I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. All right, we are back in for round 2 and we get to start. Ooh, no lands. All right, that's a clear mulligan. This we can work with. I think we'll put back the Lorien. There could be something said for not fetching, just keeping our opponent in the dark, but I don't know. I don't like stifles. All right, scrubland. That's probably death and tax. Okay, let's hide some information. Put on top. So we want to draw that next. So do we want them to take our force of will or our, I guess, time spiral and medallion? All right. We'll probably take our force. So I think the plan here is, yeah, Thalia is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's see. Oh, we have to shuffle it away. I think it's worth it. Although, they're not exactly a counterspell deck. Let's see what their follow-ups are. Ooh, blue. That changes things. What might they be? Guess continuing to hit our land drops. Well, no, we need some action spells. Let's get out our spell seeker. I think we want a high tide here. Yeah, the thing is, if they play Thought Seizes, whatever we keep in our hand is a little... This isn't feeling great. I think they might be combo, but these lands don't really make much sense to me. That's fine. I mean, it's a little irritating that our Force of Will gets turned off. Yeah, it's not looking good. But let's wait it out, because they're not putting any pressure on us, at the least. Yeah, we can just F6 through this. Bowmasters, okay. Well, this looks like it's going to be a tougher matchup than our last go-round. So they very much know what we're playing. I think we just want to try and get some info on what they're playing. They might counter this. That would explain the bounce. They're probably just thinking what to exile to their Force of Will. Yeah, they figured it out. They got rid of a Ponder. Do they play Daze? No. At least not in their hand. All right, so they're brainstorming. No shuffle effect, so that's something. They are going to start hitting us for 2 a turn. What else? Narset. They got a sword. Okay, that's something. It's not much. Because we could look up our whatchamacallit, our land, to get back to brainstorm, but obviously the Bowmasters is a bit of a problem there. I mean, maybe we just need to accept that. I think, yeah, this is not going well. We're probably going to take the high tide. Ah, brain freeze, okay. Cryptic coat. And I don't think they know what's under it. So they're tapped out. I think we're gonna give this a shot. I think our chances here are somewhat limited, but you know, let's give it a try. Yeah, Narset. Yeah. This is a tough matchup. So what does this do? Not that much. Also, no. I think that's probably kind of nice. Pact to negation seems okay. That's mostly for our combo turn. God. This feels like a rough matchup. I'm gonna take out 1 snap for the Echoing Truth. That's a good answer to whatever craziness they're playing. Surgical extraction doesn't do too much. Yeah, I think the rest is okay, but I have no clue. All right, we of course want to start. This seems like a pretty robust hand. We don't have any of our pieces, but we'll find them. I don't think we have the luxury of messing around. So let's start off with a ponder. So we don't have, well, we have the Lorien revealed as a shuffle. So that's on the bottom. Brainstorm next, and then Islands. All right, so we got a snap on top next turn. I think we'll want to shuffle and then brainstorm. We can first brainstorm, then shuffle. Sure. I guess that's a good thing about this hand, is it's pretty resistant to Thoughtseize. They took the Echoing Truth. All right, that's pretty good. So I think Snap's a clear one. I think we want... Yeah, let's do it like this. We should have waited to do that. I thought we had another land drop, but we don't. That was unnecessary. So, what did they see from us? Is this worth fighting over? I think so. So it's shuffled. We need some help. Their resource denial is just really painful for this deck. Oh. Oh, come on, not again. Feels like their deck is built to beat ours. At least it'll be over quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure what this deck does against hand hate. I guess brainstorm. So a risky play we could do, but I think we kind of need to, is hardcast Lorien revealed next turn. Chances of it resolving are pretty low. Stoneforge. Yeah, that makes sense with what we've seen so far. Caldra, all right. Yep, Murktide. So they'll be hitting for 11 next turn. Yeah, I think that's our only chance of possibly getting back into this game, is drawing 3 here. Like, we could go for the Echoing Truth, but I think that's Just delaying the inevitable. And of course, they're probably going to have a force or a daze for this. No. So you're saying there's a chance. All right, so brainstorm resolved. They played a land, putting in Cauldra. Yep. 2 cards in hand. All right, ponder. There's a chance they don't have interaction. All right, so let's start this off with a high tide. Okay. Well, that's good. 1, 2. Cast. Okay. 1, 2. What do we do with this time spiral? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a chance we'll get to bounce 2 things. I think maybe we just... Let's bounce the token. I don't know if that's correct, but in case they do have a force, I want to be... well, we'll get 1 extra turn, but I'm more scared of after the time spiral. So if they're going to force something, this is it. They had a Flusterstorm. Bummer. Yeah, that does it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a card we need to remember to play around in the future. Okay, let's do 1 more. I mean, we had a pretty decent comeback there, to be honest. It felt like it was pretty hopeless. Let's keep. That's a mulligan. I think we'll have to keep that. All right. We want lands. Okay. So this gets us our sapphire medallion. Oh, manaless dredge. That's fun. I think this might be a decent matchup. I mean, of course, if they start hitting... ooh, they hit a Coffers and a Narcomoeba right away. So it's not manaless dredge. They have mana. Oh, shit. Turn off. Oh, yeah, okay. So that was... that was definitely a forced target. So they have 2 Cabal therapies. They're targeting me. Let's see what they choose. I think the first one might miss. Yeah, so they missed on the first one. The next one we can counter. But we really don't want to get rid of 2 cards. Yep, yeah, more. Okay. I think we have to let this go. Sad as it is. All right, so they took the snap. Makes sense. I think we gotta play this out. Oh, we are so missing land. So what does snap do here? Gives us a little bit of mana. Echoing Truth would give us time, but yeah, we need more than 2 lands. So snap generates us a mana. Yes. I don't know. Going for the Echoing Truth seems like playing not to lose instead of playing to win. But I think we just went a bit too slow on this one. Post board will do better, though. So they're going to try and keep their bridges alive, I think. Although, they won't be able to attack if they try and do that. So. Yeah, full board. They don't really have a way to bring Poxwalkers back right now. Pretty sure we're dead. They have 1 black creature they can bring back. Oh, wow. They don't have any dredgers, though. So this is just a normal draw 3, discard 3. Is there anything we can draw which would get us out of this? Ooh. Okay, we're basically dead. Okay. Surgicals going in. Maybe Flusterstorm. Maybe Echoing Truth. It doesn't seem great, Echoing Truth. I think, yeah, and the question is, what do we take out? I mean, I think Force of Will, we need our resources. They don't have any removal, so the snap plan's very safe. What do we take out, though? Maybe not Flusterstorm. Keep in 2 of them. I feel like all their action spells are instants or sorceries, and they're so low on mana that it's kind of safe. I think we want 1 more. Let's try this. I don't think they're going to have too many hate spells they can play against us. We'll find out. Yeah, this is an interesting card. The are able to phase certain permanent types out, especially artifacts for some of the hate pieces. All right, we're going to start. No interaction. I think we need interaction. I mean, we don't have interaction, but it's at least a faster hand. We can do a little thinning. If they have a hand like last time, we are going to be pretty cold with this one. Yeah, I feel like we maybe have to be defensive in this matchup. This was not a defensive hand. Uh-oh, they have an LED hand. That usually means speed. Oh, second LED, okay. So the worst is if they cast one of these, draw 2, discard 2 spells, and then sack a LED in response and put something into the graveyard. Which they are doing. Yeah. Alright. That's pretty scary. They might turn 1 us. They have an Archamoeba. They have a Cabal Therapy. No bridges. Yeah, so we can have... Well, no, we're gonna yield until next end step. Yeah, Ox, so we get to dredge 3 more times. Yeah, alright. So they can dread return something. Could dread return an Ox, but they don't need to. We'll probably bring back the other Ox. Mill a bunch more. Brain Freeze could have been a fun one, actually. So they have 1 Cabal Therapy. 2. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, we need an interactive hand. All right. Jeez. After the good game 1, it's all gone downhill. Yeah, fragile deck. It's just not super fast. I mean, I guess the idea is that you try to be interactive. But yeah, these were not so great. All right. This has everything we want except for interaction. Yeah, it's a hard... I guess with these blue decks is you really need to choose between interaction and like useful pieces. Things which build up your own game plan. Guess no ponders or brainstorms makes this a bit weak. We should probably keep an eye out for those. Oh, we're playing against Tony Scaponi. Wow. That's a fun player. Who is a very good Storm player, so there is a decent chance we're gonna get hurt very quickly. All right. 3 mana. Is he gonna Chalice on 1? All right, Mox Opal. So he's got 4 mana. What is he playing? LED? Okay, Galvanic Relay for a good amount. Let's just yield until next end step. Let's see what kind of stuff you... Experimental Frenzy. Oh, fun. Wish? That's a little scary. Okay, so he has a shitload of mana. So we really can't do anything this turn. Yeah, I think let's just keep him in the dark about what we're doing. Neat, though. I guess he does... Experimental Frenzy works well with Galvanic Relay. All right, he's making some moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, he's playing the Frenzy. So this means you can't play any cards from your hand, but you can play everything from the top of your library. So I think he's going to try and build up a lot of storm count that way. Mana might be a choke point, although he still has a land drop. What do we have in our sideboard for this? Flusterstorm won't be that great. Okay, that was from the top of the deck. From the top of the deck again. Well, clearly Flusterstorms are coming in. Jeweled Amulet. He's just playing all the 0 mana things he can find. I bet you he only plays Ancient Tombs as mana. Bergie. Okay, that's bad news. Let's just F6 this. I'm kind of curious how he's gonna win this, and let's just, you know, see some of his deck. But so far it seems 0-cost artifacts, rituals, and wish for Grape Shot. Or he's playing that new Dragonstorm card. That would be neat. So it's a sorcery, costs 6 mana, and you make 4/4 dragons with Storm. That's probably in his wish board. Whoa, hit the microphone, but we're back. Just playing Shadow Call Smashing for X is 0. Okay. Racking up that storm count. Oh, that's a way of clearing the top card with the Dragon Rage Channelers. So if we get another turn, there might be a chance we could get him with Brain Freeze. So much stuff happening. I wonder at what point he's going to go for the win. I mean, I guess Storm 20 should be pretty easy to get. His deck looks like it's so many clicks as well. So I'm thinking, what are the weak points here? I guess definitely we'd probably want to counter the Experimental Frenzy. That seems like the main engine card. So there's the Wish. And I'm guessing he is looking up a Grape Shot. Oh, Defense Grid first. Oh, right. He's got another one. Playing it extra safe. I guess now we can play the one from Exile. Cool deck. I like what it does. We have seen a lot of it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, free artifacts. I think Hercule's Recall seems... Wow, he's just going to be able to replay them. So I'm not even sure that really helps much. Hey, what's going on with my mouse? Bluster Storms. We want to... What the hell? One sec. Let me see if I can get this to work normally again. Okay, there we go. So the weird thing is, so Flusterstorm seems really good. I think the Echoing Truths aren't going to be that helpful. Pacts, no, I think he goes too quick. Hercule's Recall seems bad. Pact of Negation is more of a defensive thing than an offensive one. Yeah. What do we cut, though? That's something I always have a hard time with this deck. So we need to find 3 things to remove, I guess. Let's just, yeah, without the Force of Wills, I mean, so they're mono red, so they're definitely putting in the blue blasts, red blasts. Let's give this a shot. That was rough. Well, that's clearly not keepable. We have a Flusterstorm. We have no second mana. God, that's not good. Well, that's an anticlimax. I mean, we have the 2 lands at least. Immediately plays Defense Grid. Come on, let's get some... Oh, and he kept 7. That's so rude. So he's just going to go off next turn. He probably doesn't always have the nuts. Seems like he might be going for his big turn here, and he's just thinking out the sequencing. Yeah, so basically this Defense Grid just completely turns off Flusterstorm. Good turn 1 play. And you can only interact with it on the stack, because once it's Or in your own turn, of course, but it's really good in these kinds of decks that he plays. Yeah, so I think we're dead, but let's just see see how it turns out. Because he knows I can't interact. Alright, so we got a Bergie. And the experimental frenzy. That might be the end of it, though. Okay. No, so now he's starting to play stuff from the top of his deck. That's also cool with the frenzy and the chrome mogs, because you don't really need the cards in your hand anymore. You do need the mana to play the things from the top. How did he get that into the graveyard? Alright. That'll help. It's a really good deck to play LED in as well. Because you don't use your hand anyways, for the most part. Sure, another defense grid. Yeah, he's going to have enough mana to play whatever he wants. Oof. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's enough to concede. All right. Jesus. All right. Last game. Come on. Let's win one more. Let's see if we can end with a 2-3. So what could he have done differently there? Force of will. I think it was really stupid to sideboard out Force of Will there. Obviously, the mulliganing down to a 4-card hand was not ideal either. But Forces should have been in there. Because I think if you can manage to counter that experimental frenzy, then the whole deck kind of folds. Yeah, it was just too quick for us. All right. One more, and then we can consider this deck tested. I'm not sure it's for me, but it's fun. Fine hand. It will bend to any bit of interaction, but I think that's okay. Cantrips would have been nice too, but whatever. Okay, Great Furnace. Seems like Painter. So we need to figure out what turn we can go off at. I mean, I guess take the time we can get. Okay, not Painter. Or maybe Painter. So we kept it on top. Let's just thin a little. We have the lands we need here. Ooh, nice. That's a good one. Very nice. I think we're gonna play the medallion right away. If it resolves, I think we can just win next turn. There's a chance they... So if it is Painter, which I really think it is, they do play Red Elemental Blasts and Pyroblast main board. Which makes it a little... Alright, so there's our Painter. Paint everything blue. Ooh, they could blast the medallion. Yeah, alright. But we might not even need it, to be honest. So we tap High Tide. Yeah, I think we can make a buttload of mana here. And so High Tide, nice. Let's cast our Cloud of Faeries. So then we have 8 mana at our disposal. So if we use 3 to High Tide, then those tap. Sure. 1, 2. So we could either get a High Tide here or a let's go High Tide. 1, 2, 3, 4. We clicked them all, right? Yeah, okay. Another High Tide. Let's play the medallion. So that's 9 we have there. Oh no, it's a lot more. So we can put any lands back. Ponder. Probably shuffle. Ooh, Mind's Desire. Yes, please. This is seeming a little bit better. So 10 mana, which actually, let's undo. Let's only tap 1. Yep. So if we hit any brainstorm, we can use that to shuffle back these 2 lands. before the stack resolves. So let's keep an eye on that. Force, that's nice. Medallion. Ooh, snap. Yeah, this is very much one. Let's just cast that. So I wonder if there's a way of... Because we could mill him out with the brain freeze, but of course, maybe he can do something in his upkeep. Yeah, okay, good. Perks seems good here. Pact, maybe? Yeah, so Echoing Truth is probably still fine. How good is this? Don't know. Let's try it without that. I think in general we want to pact the... although he had a slow hand, I mean, they can be quicker sometimes. I don't know. Let's... Oh, we need to cut one more card. Yeah. They do play lightning bolts, so I'll cut down one of the snaps. Our opponent gets to start, and we have a pretty nice hand. Let's keep it. Like, I wish this brainstorm was a ponder, but this is fine. Hey, we get our wish. Very nice. Oh yeah, is he gonna blast this? That would be funny. Really? Okay. Works for me. That was aggressive. I mean, it's not necessarily wrong, but guess we have a choice next turn. Do we yeah, if we just throw out the sapphire medallion, we're not doing too much. Ooh, 3 mana. What is this gonna do? Okay, Fable. That's on the slower side. That we can work with. All right, so I think we are doing the taking our time. Oof. It's a bit much. Let's just fetch already. In no world do we want to keep any of those. So he's gonna have a lot of mana. I think we're never reacting to anything here. He got rid of an ancient tomb. Kept the other 2 cards in his hand. All right, so we got the saga here. Engineer, that'll probably put the painter in the graveyard. So he is putting some pressure towards the combo kill. Oh, Damping Sphere, fun. So that's pretty good against us in multiple ways. I think the Sapphire Medallion is safe here. And I think... so we don't have a way of removing that once it's in play, so I think we need to snap now. Because that's just a pretty hard lose for us. Okay, yeah, that works. So we're gonna have to find our perks or Echoing Truth. We have one of each of those in there. I gotta say, it's not looking good. His resources are running low, though, by now. Interesting that he main phases this. And I'm guessing he'll swap out the treasure for the Damping Sphere, yeah. I think we can survive another turn. I'm thinking if we want to put one of these things on top. Snap seems good. Generates mana. Yeah. Well, those were not exactly what we wanted, but they could... they generate mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's continuing with the Saga beatdown plan, which I think I can work with. How much do they hit for? He's going to hit for 1, 2. Create a token as a copy of target non-legendary creature. We can copy one of these. Oh no, it's too much damage. Yeah, it's exactly lethal. Well, it's more than lethal. Okay, that was close. So I think we would prefer the forces to the Pact of Negations in hindsight. I think. So maybe we just want to answer stuff once it's on the board. We're here to learn, so let's try out this Teferi's Realm. Because that would have helped us just now. When you have this artifact you just can't get rid of. Yeah, I think this can work. We just need to find a land. See what they're going to do. Yeah, because they're able to blast our pawn. Oh, ooh, they went down to 5. This is our chance. We are going to redeem ourselves here. Well, it's got land. We need land. Okay, Saga. Yeah, does it make sense to play the medallion now? I don't know. So the next card we don't want. The 2 under it, maybe. Maybe we can get rid of this Jace. Okay, that's something. So I'm thinking next turn we play down a Sapphire Medallion and a Brainstorm. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Oh, okay. So we got Snap for this. Cycle to get our 3rd land. Fun. Okay. High Tide. Then we have our Medallion. Sure. I should have counted to see if this actually generated enough, but so this leaves us with 5 mana, which is enough for the Mind's Desire. Wish it was a bit deeper, but considering he surgicaled us, I think we don't really have... Ooh, we got it on the last one. Holy cow. All right, let's cast this Ponder. We already had our land drop for the turn. What do we want here? We want faeries. We want anything that can... so we have 6 mana here. So we can do a Ponder for free. For free-ish. Not quite what we were looking for. Shuffle. That's what we were looking for. So we need to tap another mana here to float, cast. Yes, untap, untap. Oh, we have plenty of time to play this out. So there are no more high tides, so those don't actually matter. Untap, untap. 1, 2. Cast. Yeah, untap, untap. Guess it's kind of free to pay. Let's do these ponders. Ooh. Okay, we shuffled. I'm not sure that was actually what we wanted to do. Brainstorm. I mean, if it's unshuffled, we don't really want that. Jace, that's good. That costs us 3. So we want... Let's do the Mind's Desire. This should just win. We have so many cards here. Oh, and we hit another Mind's Desire, yeah. So we got this. We can do it quickly now. Let's just do another Mind's Desire. Oh, it's really not bad. You don't want to have those in your deck, to be honest. You want to have the big cards in there. Oh, there's a lot of little things with this deck, which I could really get better with. All right, so now the plan is basically just to play out Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, and there we go. So we have the Brain Freeze. Let's just play out. So then we can just well, let's just do the Mind's Desire. Oh god, so many things to click through. Magic Online is not made for this. It would be nice if there was an option to just kind of, you know, let the stack clear. Yeah, we're not going to accidentally yield through all this. So we're just going to click through, play it safe. Well, looks like we're going to get the 2-3. So some matches felt like pretty easy. This one felt really good. Because they're... Oh, cancel. All right. We draw and we win. Yeah, yeah. All right. We won the match. Okay. So, it's a fun deck to play, but pretty tough. So, yeah, this is Linux having a hard time. We're running Magic through Wine, but I like the deck, but not sure it's for me. So, all right, I think, can we have a look at the deck list? No. So, thanks for watching along, everyone. I'm going to try and do a few different decks in the future, kind of explore some of these fun fringe decks to try and learn the format a bit. So thanks a bunch, and maybe see you next time.